Hello and welcome. My name is Mwangala Chakalashi Santos. We're back again in 2020, loaded with a lot of exciting episodes. Now today I am talking to James Sakala. Now James Sakala amazed me. When I listened to his music, he actually does Kalindula. And I was amazed. A young man singing Kalindula. He's here with us in the studios and he will let us know how he ended up doing Kalindula and of course African jazz. James, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I like this attire. What does this mean?
It just simply means I'm African.
Oh.
And I am royalty.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so powerful. Makes the two of us.
Yeah.
Now, who is James? I know we'll be talking about your music and you're doing Kalindula. Which is rather odd for me. But before we get into your music, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Okay, so James is a very down-to-earth person. I know I want to talk about a problem with people saying they are down-to-earth. You can't say it on your own unless people say it. But I usually say it because I know. Yeah. You are the only one that knows your character.
Of course.
So down-to-earth, I grew up in Kasansama in Mukushi. Yeah, basically that. Yeah.
So you've lived between Mukushi and Lusaka?
Yes, between Mukushi and Lusaka.
Okay, so
yeah, I only came to Lusaka in 2006.
Okay.
So before that, I used to be in Mukushi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Lusaka? Was it the music?
Yes, I came for music. Actually, in 2006, I met Chameleon for the first time. He came to perform in Mukushi, and he liked the way because I sang for him. So he was like, no, you should come to Lusaka. That's when we can only help you. So when I came here, I actually became his backup singer. Okay. And I worked with him for like 2 years. Yeah. From 2006 to somewhere 2008. Yeah. Okay.
Now we're talking music. Is that your passion? Is it something you've always wanted to do?
It's a calling. Music for me is a calling. I think I'm more passionate about cars and everything else. But music is a calling. So this that I'm doing, I'm just answering to my calling.
Wow. So what does that do for you? I know you're saying it's a calling. Yeah. And somebody out there is wondering, what does it mean it's a calling and not a passion? Usually people would say it's a passion, but for you it's a calling. Yeah, what does that do for you? So
this is why when you listen to my music, most of the songs that I sing, I'm actually addressing real issues. Like things that people go through. I am here to touch people's lives musically. Yeah.
That is so powerful.
Yeah.
And why Kalindula in particular?
Because Kalindula chose me. I didn't choose Kalindula.
Yeah, wow.
I would have chosen every other genre, but Kalindula chose me.
It had to
so
be
I was
Kalindula.
born to do this. Yeah.
Okay, so who inspired you to do some of your music? Especially that is Kalindula for people like the PK, Shalas.
Yes. Actually, it's even funny that you've mentioned PK. He's actually the main inspiration for me. So he's someone that I grew up listening to. I never met him. I think he died when I was very young. He died in 96, and I was in grade 7 in 96. So yeah, I never met him. Okay. But at least I had an opportunity to meet the wife. Okay. Who is still alive, and some of the children as well. Okay. Yeah. But his music, through listening to his music, I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning. Wow. It's a school. He was a genius.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And we felt to honor him as Zambians.
Exactly.
But he's now born through you.
Yeah, and I'm going to honor him as long as I live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of a relationship do you have with his wife?
She's my mother. She always teases me like, but
is that true?
Yeah, no. Because I was born in Zimbabwe, you know what I mean? My mom is Motswana and my dad was Zambian, but then grew up in Zimbabwe and died in Zimbabwe. So, yeah. Okay. But I'm very much Zambian.
Yeah,
we can study pot.
No, of course not. This is 2020.
Yeah, things have to change.
Things have to change, of course.
Yes, yeah.
Now, talking about 2020, how was 2019 for you?
Well, it was a good year. I had some bad experiences and also some good experiences. I met a lot of people last year, amazing people. And also, I met some bad people last year. So, yeah, it was a learning journey for me. I think it was a preparation for me this year, like this decade that we've started. Okay, so what are you looking at achieving in this decade? I like the way you say this decade. Like a lot. You're open to a lot of things. A lot. Trust me, I can't even number them. Yeah, I'm ready to achieve a lot. I'm ready for this decade.
I like that passion.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about Oliver Mtukudzi. I know that you've met him. I know that he's one of the people that actually has mentored you. How did you end up meeting him?
Okay, yeah. So 2014, I was given an opportunity to perform at the Stanbic Jazz Festival. Then it used to be at Levy at the car park top deck. And so I was on stage playing with my band. It was the first time I was getting on a big stage like that one. And then, you know, when you're on stage, we don't normally see what's happening in the audience. But I saw this guy who was dressed in white standing on my right, you know, off stage on my right, and he was dancing. So I didn't really pay attention. I went on about my business. And after finishing my set, I left because we musicians, we have this thing where you leave the band playing, you exit stage.
Yeah.
So when I got off stage, I met him and I realized it was actually him who was like dancing, enjoying my music.
Yeah.
And then he was like, come and hug me. So I hugged him, and then he got me, we went to his dressing room, and then he was like, I like the way you're singing, you know, you have this original, authentic vibe. Give me your number, I'm going to give you my personal, my direct line. So anytime you want to talk to me, just text or call, you know. So that's how the friendship started, and later on, he musically adopted me. I became his son. And in the short space that I knew him, I learned a lot.
Wow.
Like he offloaded, he just made sure that he just left a lot with me. Though I feel like he went so early, you know what I mean? Because I was still learning and I was still enjoying being his son, but I mean, God had to make a plan for him, so yeah.
Oh, wow. And I know that he's done a song, you've done a song together on your album.
Yes,
and
yes.
vice versa. You've done a song with him on his album that is yet to be released.
Yes, they are releasing that album this year. It's called Oliver Mtukuze and Friends. It features Huma Sekela, Angelique Kidjo, you know, mention all these legends across Africa. And I happen to be one of them.
Oh, high five. Our
Thank
very
you.
own James Sakala on that album.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now talk to me about, I know people that are watching are thinking that you just happened, you know, that you didn't go through trials, you didn't go through, sometimes there were moments that you felt like you're going to give up. Talk to me about, I know you mentioned that you had met, is it Joe Chibago, may he so rest in peace,
Yes,
who
yes.
said just go back to Mukushi and
continue farming.
Because music is not for you.
Yeah, so that was in 2007 actually, 2005. Because I just came with, there's a businessman who really thought I was talented and needed to be given a chance. So he used to come to Lusaka to buy things for his shop in Mukushi. So this one time he just said, you know what, let's travel together. We go and look for a producer. You do your audition and see if they can take you in. If they can't, I can pay for maybe one song, and then we see where it goes. So 2005, we came with that man. And the producer I met was Joe Chibangu. So at that time, I was maybe a baby, you know, I still hadn't known how to play guitar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he tried to play some chords for me, and I was missing the key. I was doing what. So he's like, my friend, there's no talent here. Go back and continue farming. If this is what you want to do, you have to go and work hard.
Yeah.
You know, give yourself some time to learn. So for me, I don't take that as, you know, as hating or maybe like he was, you know, like shutting me out of the industry. No, I think he really helped me grow and find myself as a musician. Because nowadays, trust me, what a lot of young musicians lack is people that can tell them the truth. You know, and that's what I got from George Chibangu. And I respect him so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you do that to the upcoming musicians?
I do. This is why when I came here, I showed you my nephew. I'm not easy on him.
Oh, wow.
I want him to know how to play instruments. I want him to know how to sing properly, even way better than me. I want him to know how to use production software like me. You know, so I'm a producer, I'm a songwriter, I'm a guitarist, I'm a percussionist, I'm an actor. You know, I'm everything. I'm an artist.
Wow.
And that's what I want. For everyone who's coming under my wing, they have to go through that channel.
A complete package.
No
I must
compromise.
say.
No compromise. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's so powerful. So what inspires you to write some of these songs? I know you said it's from real life stories, but you know, sometimes I wonder, you know, how do you just sit and write? Do you have these downloads during
Yeah,
the
so
night?
to start with, it's supposed to be a calling.
Okay.
You know, it's not every person that can write, no matter how much you can meditate. It's not every person that can write a song that can touch people's lives.
Yeah.
It has to be a calling. You know, secondly, you have to hear from above.
Okay.
Yes, so the one who called you has to give you what to say to his people. So always pay attention, you know. There's a lot of times I've seen artists go in studio and they are looking for a hit song. I didn't pangichi hit. when you are in that mode, you won't make music that will touch people.
Wow.
You just make music that will capture people, but only for a moment.
That's so powerful. That's so profound.
Yeah.
So for you, it's about touching people, not making
Touching people.
a
No, no.
do cha-cha.
I don't want to make people dance. I want people to learn when they listen to my music.
Wow. And that has always been your idea of becoming an artist?
Yes.
Ah, so powerful. So if you're joining us now, I am talking to James Sakala, the young man who does Kalindula music and African jazz. So talking about African jazz, what is that? Are we going to hear it in your music? I know you're going to play 2 songs for us before you go.
So African jazz, in this, the way I interpret it in my music is, you know, there's certain notations, jazz notations that you can't really pick unless you have a professional music ear in my music. So my music is more Kalindula than jazz. But just to spice it up, we add some 9th chords, some 13th chords, you know, those jazz chords, just so we can have that modern feel in the Kalindula. Yeah, because times have moved. So we can't really bring back the Serenje Kalindula, you know, type of music. But because time is moving, we have to catch up with time, but also respect the principle of Kalindula. This is why we keep the 6/8 count, you know, we keep the hi-hat only, we keep the dancing, the grooving, the okufuefuetela, you know, all those things, yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah.
So hold that thought. We take a short break, and when we come back, we still continue talking to James Sakala. Don't go away.
To advertise on this program and enjoy amazing introductory rates, please call us on +260 211 290959 or +260 211 290912 or +260 953 538 000. Or send us an email at loyolazam@gmail.com.
Welcome back. If you're joining me, I'm talking to James Sakala. Now you may be wondering, who is James Sakala? Yes, the gentleman behind the Kalindula music that we all enjoy listening to. Now, James, before we went on break, actually, we're talking about how 2019 has been for you, and you say 2020 is big for you. What is your message to the Zambians that are listening out there? What is your message to them in this year 2020, in the new decade?
I think everyone has to make it a goal to love the next person. So it is only from love that we are going to make this country better. When we work as one, we have to love each other. I can't work with you if there's no love. There has to be a connection for us to work together.
Powerful.
So let's make our country better. Let's stop pointing fingers at each other, you know, blaming everyone. You know, the more we blame people, the more time we waste. So let's continue working hard and loving each other. Yeah.
I can actually feel the love on the set.
Yes.
I mean, the fact that you're sitting here, I feel the love. Of course.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're going to do 2 songs for us, but before you do those songs, I always like to ask every guest who comes on my show is if you were given a second chance, if today you were on your deathbed and God gave you a second chance to live, what are some of the things you do differently other than the love of God?
I would actually work harder than I've worked, because I feel like sometimes there's many times that I've slacked and, you know, slowed down myself, you know. So I've realized that this time, people need to work hard, especially young people. They need to realize that for you to live a good life that you want, you have to work hard. And that's one thing I would change. Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at a hardworking young man. So
it's never enough. I think it's never enough. I've always had that feeling like, you look at your, you know what I mean? But then one thing is, I always don't like to compare myself with other people, because that's where we young people lose it. Because you see another young person, maybe younger than you, driving and flying and every weekend, you know what I mean, South Africa.
You're thinking nationally.
You know, in Deshalila, you know what I mean. Palasti, you even start using other channels that are not right, you know what I mean. We just have to work hard. And whatever you realize after you're hard working, just accept it, you know what I mean? Just make sure that whatever hard work you're doing is clean hard work. Yeah.
So I know the young girls out there are looking at you and thinking, is he taken? Are you talking about love? Are you are you available?
No, normally I don't discuss that yeah, but
I like that.
I'm committed to someone.
Committed to someone, okay.
Yeah.
We leave it right there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
So now to your music, I know you're going to play two songs for us, Namfumu and
Galamukani.
Yeah, Galamukani.
Yeah.
Galamukani talks about young
Waking up. This is a parent who's telling their children to wake up. Go out there, meet people, go out there and do something. You can't just be slacking at home, eating my food. They have worked for us, so we young people need to work now.
Yeah. Of course.
So this is our time now to show them that we are going out there to bring food.
I like that. How come you speak so much Bemba?
Because I've always loved Bemba. One thing you have to know is that I'm the one that does ShopRite adverts.
Oh, wow.
So when you're on the copper belt, you hear, you need ShopRite, shan, that's my voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Bemba is my passion. It's like a passion, cars and Bemba, passion.
Oh my God,
yeah.
I hope Bakuma are not listening to this interview.
No, they have to. I mean, one thing I tell people is that when you're Zambian, at least know at least more than one language, because we have 73.
Yeah.
So you have no excuse of just knowing your language. No.
Yeah.
At least I speak my Nsenga, I speak my Chichewa, I understand Tonga, I speak Ndebele. Now
and
we are going out
to Shona. Song, by the way. You told me you're doing a Lozi song.
Yes. I'm working on a Lozi song because the person that inspires me had Lozi songs, Lunda songs, Bemba, Nyanja, Pikechala. So I need to
up your game.
Yeah, I need to up my game.
I love that.
I need to do better than him. I'm actually doing a Shona song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go to your music, what is your message to the people that are watching you now?
Well, I don't have much to say to people, but just let's love each other, and especially young people, work hard. If you want to do music, I have to tell you that this is not an easy path. If you are thinking you just walk in the studio and become a hit tomorrow, you are lying to yourself. Go back and do something, whatever, any other thing that you love. Music is spiritual. When you decide to do music, you have to know that you are going into the spirit world. You'll be communicating to people on a spiritual level. You have to take it serious, more serious than you take yourself. Yeah.
So profound. This has been Mwangala Chakalashi Santos. James, thank you for coming on the show, and I'll let you go straight into your music.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fika bana banga yeye ologani msinje yeye galamugani mawa bidani mkaone ziko ologani msinje yeye galamugani galamugani yeye galamugani yeye galamugani yeye galamugani galamugani yeye galamugani yeye galamugani yeye galamugani osati gwepete osati gada osati gwepete osati gada osati vingazi osati gada osati vingazi osati gada osati upusa osati gada osati upusa osati gada osati osati gada osati osati gada intawi yafika bana wanga yeye olokani nsinje yeye galamugani mawa bidani mkaone ziko olokani nsinje yeye galamugani galamugani yeye galamugani yeye galamugani yeye galamugani galamugani yeye galamugani yeye galamugani yeye galamugani ukani galamugani ukani galamugani ukani galamugani ukani galamugani yapita ukufuma mukapepo kakalambaye abalimi nyanje babyala bantu ifula yalawakaye ngafili amatalala yaloka inewo nchilinobe takuli chinga tulekanya iyo wena mfumuliwe welo wafuniwe iluba lya mutima wandiniwe amafya yala ya yonse kantinobe kabumbalesa pakupanga sonde wobobo achimwene chaya naokopadamu kafa niwe watumwa mukumpele sasa nolupwa ndingo lukombo we wachila kasonwemo wena mfumuliwe welo bafuniwe iluba lya mutima wandeniwe amafya yala ya yonse kandinobe